Oh no, this is not good. This is really not good. All right, it's about noon, and I'm gonna run down to the high tunnel really quick. It is like 10-ish degrees out, but it's sunny, so it feels good. And I just looked on the thermometer, and it is 81 in the high tunnel and 45 in the greenhouse. So I might even have to vent the high tunnel a bit. We shall see what it feels like when I get down there. It's gonna feel wonderful. Even this sun feels wonderful because we don't get much sun in the winter. So anytime the sun is out, it makes it feel a lot warmer than it actually is. I have not been in here for a very long time, so the door is frozen. So it's going to be quite a bit of a surprise what's in here because it's been so long since I've been in here. Okay, oh, the door is, there's a big ice berm. Let's try to get through this door. Oh, it's a mess in here. Looks like kids put horse manure from the stall in here. And then the ducks we put in here for a little bit so that they could eat up all the leftover stuff that was on the ground. So there are duck feathers everywhere. It feels wonderful in here. It is super dry, which is common. And since we don't have a well in here or water source, it is something that we have to fill up like the IBC tote or run a hose every day, whatever. Since we're still freezing, that makes things difficult. So we'll have to fill up the IBC tote, bring it down here, and then that way we can water and get things done in here. But my dad came this fall and rolled up all that landscaping fabric. Got to get this irrigation out of here and then just clean up that area over there. And I think that will be good to go. So that'll kind of be my project over the next few days, seeing how warm it is in here. There's no reason why I can't work in here during the day. I was thinking it'd be a lot colder, so that's good. Also, I just noticed that some of our channel for our wiggle wire is ripped up. I'm not quite sure why that would be, but that's pretty serious. So I will have to fix that today yet, because if we get any sort of snow or any sort of wind, that will be a disaster. It'll rip off the roof with as much is off as is there. So I will have to do that today. Okay, so we have a section of it down and we have this figured out. So you can see here that there are screws that are sticking out through the channel. So we have to take and we have to cut those. The easiest way to cut those is so that they're nice and flat, is with the grinder. This does make me a little nervous because the sparks could potentially burn a hole in the plastic, but it's a risk I'm willing to take because without doing this, we won't be able to get this back down. So I was able to go and we just take probably about 10 feet at a time and we just work. We grind the screws off. And then what we do is when we get a good section of it done, then we take these big clamps that my dad has and we clamp the channel down as tight as we can. And then we're able to go back and screw it in. And we are putting lots and lots and lots of screws in, more than what it needs. But we need to make sure that with the spring winds coming up, that we are able to keep this down until we can come up with a permanent repair for it. So in all, there was about 30 feet of our 65-foot long high tunnel that had the channel that was ripped out. And I have no clue how this happened or why it happened, but it did. So we are getting it fixed and we're solving the problem. All right, we got it finished. It was a lot easier than what I was anticipating once we figured out how to fix it. But using the clamps for the countertop worked really well. That's what they are, Dad, right? Clamps for countertop?
I-beam wood clamps.
I-beam wood clamps. Those worked really well. Once we got new tech screws and using those clamps, it went pretty quick. So that's it for today's video. Thanks for tuning in, guys, and we'll see you next time.